Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, I'm going to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages I just bit my tongue. I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look-see at what is taking place this week. For your key to the week, you have the Devil card. So what you're being asked to observe this week is, where is it that you trap yourself? Where is it that you allow yourself to be trapped by external situations because of the choices that you make? Whenever we see the Devil card, right, we're always being asked to look at where we are bound by something, but where we have given our consent to the point that it's no longer doing us any good. And I'll give you an example. What I usually say is, like, you know, like if you see somebody that's an addict, the first time that they picked up whatever that substance or thing that they are addicted to was a choice. And to continue to do it because it feels good, whatever the reason you continue to do it is irrelevant. It's still a continual choice. And in the end, you know, once the habit has become a habit and all the rest of it, it's kind of like, oh, you know, I can't live without this. I can't live without this person. I can't stop doing this. Well, no, you can. You chose to start doing it and you continue to do it because you enjoyed whatever, you know, whatever it gave you. But you also have a choice to stop doing it. You also have a journey to take of stopping perpetuating whatever it is that is causing you the harm. So this week, you're going to have to really observe your own cycles, my darlings. And nobody does this better than you guys. Yes, every other sign is good at it in their own way, but nobody is able to really get to the root and the depth of their stuff more than you guys. I think it's one of the reasons actually that, and I know probably a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, but I actually feel once a Scorpio decides to snap themselves out of something, they can do it really quickly. I believe that because I've seen it happen. So that's as much as I will say. For your actions and options, you have the Queen of Swords, right? So this week it looks like you are going in for it, right? There's some battle that you are ready, willing and able to fight this week. And it kind of looks like you are not backing down. There's a part of you that's like, no, you know what? Usually I would stand back. Maybe I would measure my approach. Maybe I would think about, you know, what I was doing and all the rest of it. But this week you are not holding back. It's kind of like, whatever you've been holding on to, whatever you've been biting your tongue on, this week it all comes flying out. This is about you just kind of letting rip and saying, you know what, come what may, let the chips fall wherever it is that they're going to fall. But from here on in, this is what I have to say. This is what I have to get across. And anybody that's got a problem with it, you know what, come fight me. Come at me, bro. Like, no, not really. But it does feel like this week you are, even if it is a measured approach, it does feel like this week you are really starting to say to yourself, no, you know what, I'm going to start speaking on this. Now, one thing that you want to be aware of, the Devil card is present. Where is it that you are fighting either a losing battle, or where is it that there is a recurring battle that keeps coming up for you? One thing that you have to observe, you know, with all of this, with anything really, if it keeps coming up for you in different places, what's the common denominator? Sometimes it's us. Sometimes the toxic element or the toxic person is us. Now, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying be prepared to observe your own patterns and cycles this week to look at what is and what isn't. All right. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Devil card. So this is a week, my dear Scorpios, you've got to keep it stum. This is a week. Now, this is another thing that you guys do really well. You're very good at standing back to observe, but this week you want to be really careful about what you say. You want to be really careful about the company that you are keeping while you say what you say. This is not a week to backstab anybody. It's not a week to talk bad about somebody or to, you know, you might think that you're having a private conversation. Little do you know there's somebody stood in the line three people back, who happens to work with said person that you're talking, you know, all of that kind of stuff. This is the kind of week where something that you say could either be taken out of context or blown out of proportion, and the chances are you will end up paying the price for it. With a double hit of this Devil card as well, this is really asking you to look at your own communication style. Where is it that you go around and around in circles, fighting a losing battle? Literally. Those three. Like, where is it that you are on that mouse wheel with a losing battle? Sometimes as well, if that's the case, what is the best thing for you to do? To walk away, put the sword down, put the tongue, still the tongue, and just say, look, you know what, I keep doing this and I'm done with it. Thank you, but no thank you. For your money and materials, you have the Three of Wands. So out of all of this, what's the good thing, right? Your finances, your money, safe, secure. This is great. It also looks like a lot of you are looking further afield than the current job that you have or the current business model that you have. It looks like you, this week as well, you could be getting some sort of insight into how you can either go for a promotion. There may be a position opening up in the company that you're in that you want to go for, but it looks like there's something in your way. It might not necessarily be a something, it might be a someone. And this might be the thing that kind of pushes you over the edge. So just be careful with that. For your materials, when it comes to the home, your home more than ever is going to have to be your sanctuary this week. But I'm intrigued because I kind of feel like this week you're not going to want to be at home. Right, so again, it looks like you are very much out of the home or out of the office, so to speak. Excuse me. But it's really important, it's vital actually, that this week, if you are, and we all need to vent from time to time, right? We all need to do it. We're all human. We all have to have a whinge about friends or family or whatever when it all gets too much. That's life, right? We need people to help us decompress. But this week you have to be very, very sure about the people that you are decompressing in front of, because if the chances are, if you're backstabbing somebody or bad mouthing somebody this week, it might bite you in the butt. So just be very aware of your surroundings. For your material, like in terms of your health actually looks all right this week. I feel like one of the things that you could probably do for yourself is increase your exercise. Now, I'm not a medical professional. I can't give you any of that advice. If you have like a dodgy ticker or your knees or any of that stuff, check with your health professional before you start ramping up the exercise. But this week, if you are fit and healthy and should choose, it's completely your choice, up the ante on your exercise. It will really help. For your love and relationship, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is interesting because it's right underneath the Devil card, right underneath the double Devil card, right, in two different decks. So what I want to say to you is, if you're single this week, Capricorn energy features for you in some way, shape or form. That's one aspect of this. So you could be going down that route. Excuse me. But the thing that I would like you to be really aware of is what your own patterns and cycles are in relationships before you embark on something with somebody else. I just don't feel like the energy is there for it. With the Ace of Swords though, it does suggest that there is somebody new on the horizon, and this somebody new may also be a Capricorn. However, if it's somebody that you're already connected to, my answer would be no. For those of you that are partnered, it looks like you got some splaining to do. No, not in a bad way, but this week you could be, you could be having a conversation with a partner that kind of makes you say like, wow, okay, I've been a bit intense recently, haven't I? And I just wanted to say, like, thank you for being here, and thank you, and maybe not like you have to apologize for being bad. It's not like that. It's just maybe there's a part of you that catches yourself and says, wow, you know what, actually I've been a little bit harsher than usual this week. Like, I just want to extend my love and my apologies. But yeah, one thing I can say to you, for those of you that are partnered, get out of town, whether that's for a day, whether it's for a date, whether it's for a weekend, like just get out of your immediate environment and your vicinity. And actually, for those of you that are single as well, get out of Dodge just for a while, whether it's for a few hours, whether it's for a few days. It will do you the world of good. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a decent week, you know, be conscious and aware of yourself, be gentle with yourself still. Like, you can make progress and be gung-ho about changing some of your unconscious behaviors and patterns and still look after yourself. In fact, that's a form of extreme self-care because you're able to pull yourself up on your own stuff, right? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.